Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Waking Up America with the Conservative Viewpoint. It's early, everyone. I got up running a little bit late this morning, and I was not going to do it. My back's a little sore, but I said, oh, well, I'm up anyway, so might as well do it, right? Got to let you guys know what's going to happen tonight on the show. So I'm glad you joined me. And I'm going around here because I haven't had time. I only had like a half hour to try to open my emails up to see what we're going to go over. So some of this could change. Some of it may just stay. Who knows? I mean, there's so much going on, especially with the Kamala Harris crap and Joe Biden jumping on the wrong plane, yesterday or day before, whenever they made that swap for the prisoners with Russia, which was a total failure. How do you give up 24, I think it was, Russian spies for 2 or 3 of our own people, journalists? What is that? I have not a clue, but that was definitely not a deal that should have been brokered. This is just another example of the weakness of Joe Biden and the Harris administration. And if Harris is elected again, or she is elected, period, she's never received one vote from anyone, and they're going to put her in as a Democrat nominee. If she's elected, this country's worse off. I think she's going to be worse than Biden, and Biden has dementia or Parkinson's or something, or both, or everything. How he's still remaining president right now, if Democrats want the first time to say that they have a female president, this is the perfect time for them to invoke the 25th. Invoke it, move her in, say, oh, there you go. You've got your first woman president. And don't you think that would be a big deal? Well, no, she's an idiot. So we're in trouble. Hey, Jerry, American Rebellion's in the house. How you doing this morning? You get up early too, I see. It's early. He's got a great show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturdays. I think, but sometimes he's on every day of the week. Guys, got to check it out on Wimkin, WIMKIN. It's a great show. I haven't watched it because I've been down and out for a little while, but I will get back on there and start watching again. But I appreciate you stopping by. This country's in for a devastating act if the Democrats remain in power, even on the state, local, and federal levels. This is stuff that we cannot do. We cannot have this happen. We're already in the midst of World War III. Iran's getting ready to attack Israel. Israel being surrounded by enemies. Joe Biden standing on the neck of Israel, talking down to him, talking dirt on him, and not giving the weapons that they need, but you give them to Ukraine, your money laundering operation, to fight a losing war with Russia, which they lied to you. If they tell you that Ukraine is winning this war, they're lying to you, which that's what the Democrat Party does. They lie constantly. And if you idiot liberals can't wake up and see that, moved over to Gaza. Take one-way ticket, move over there and stay there and see how you're treated over there. You're morons. But that's where we're going to start off with this morning, because Lindsey Graham is introduced joint resolution to authorize use of the United States Armed Forces against Iran. Iran is only doing this because they know Trump is not in office, and Trump will destroy them. None of this is going on under Trump. We had no wars. We didn't have to worry. You had your skirmishes, but you're talking 100-year wars over there that still had their little skirmishes here and now. Hi, Daniel. Thank you for coming in. But, this is what happens when you have weakness. And it starts with Obama, goes with Biden, and ends with Kamala Harris. So we cannot let this happen. So this is what we got to do come November, because we're less than 3 months away from the most important election you guys will ever see. And I know in my 56 years of living, this is my most important one. And I'm sure everybody here watching, probably if you're as old as I am, and I'm 56, obviously, have never seen something like this. And for the first couple of presidents, I was real young, but it's never happened. This is unseen circumstances that's going on right now. And we've got to figure this out really quick. Another one, Pentagon deploys additional jets, squadrons, warships, USS carrier strike groups to Israel in dramatic escalation of U.S. military presence in the Middle East. Trump had this all handled in the Middle East. And what happens? You get 4 years of Joe Biden, and he destroys everything. The peace in the Middle East that was going so well. You had first president to go into North Korea and step into North Korea. We saw it right live on TV. You had so much peace going on under Trump that destroyed in one day, maybe two, let's say 2 days, because he signed over 100 executive orders destroying everything that Trump had in place that was working terrifically. We were energy independent. We were getting ready to be top energy exporters to other countries and have them buy our stuff instead of us buying our stuff off of enemies and third world countries. But now instead we are turning into a third world country because of Biden and Harris regime. Heard Harris was booted from the crisis conference by Biden. Really? I did not hear that, Daniel. That would be funny as hell. I'm going to check into that too. Let me get my notebook. I look at this, and the guys from my weeknight podcast, they sit there and they come up with stuff that I don't see, and in other states, countries, and everything that give me information, and we look into it to see what's going on with this. And that's what I'm taking notes here to get started this morning. And I'll start putting this show together better. Once I get off of here, and give you guys a little rundown on what to expect for tonight. I don't even know what to expect for tonight. Like I said, I got up late. My back was hurting after the show last night, so I didn't stay up to put anything together so I could read the articles and stuff that I want to go through. So I threw up about, 14, 15 articles that are looking pretty decent, but they're pretty bad news because everything is a disaster because of Biden administration, Biden-Harris administration. They put that off, and I did it too. I just said Biden administration because we were focused on Joe Biden. But the problem is it's both of them. Harris, I think she has more to do with the decisions that's been made because of Joe Biden's dementia and Parkinson's or whatever he has. And I think she was making up a lot of the decisions on top of her handlers, like Obama, Pelosi, Clinton, the puppet masters, the ones that are calling the shots, but didn't tell Harris because she's too damn dumb to even make any decisions about anything. She doesn't know what's going on. She backpedals so much, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But we have Netanyahu, Israel in multi-front war with Iran. When this happens, guys better prepare because we got to see World War III peeking right over the horizon. And if we don't do something, it's going to happen. And it may happen before the November election. 3 months is a long time. So you guys better keep your eyes open when you're out and about because we've got Muslims taking over England and trying to pressure their Sharia law bullshit on people, and that's not going to happen. There is one law in our country, and that is the Constitution, and we conservatives abide by the law, and Democrats do not. And we know that they are the lawless party that needs to be changed. Law and order needs resumed. I didn't verify this info. I just saw a post on Wimpkin. Well, I'm going to verify it later, Daniel, so thank you. We have got to get law and order back. Lady Justice is supposed to be blind, but it's not. It's peeking her ass over and just corrupting the legal system, and it's got to stop. What else we got here? We got Biden's latest idiotic Israel bash is exactly why Iran wants Kamala Harris to beat Trump, because they know Trump will destroy them. Trump had them stopped, and I played a video from Life, Liberty, and Levin yesterday, and Trump had everything stopped. They had them broke. They couldn't do a thing because they had no money. What's Biden do? They release all the money that was frozen, and they're still funding them now. They're funding this war. They're funding Russia and Ukraine. They're funding China's war. They're China getting ready to invade Taiwan. This is why I tell you that the Biden administration is using our taxpayer money without permission and funding all these wars. This is what needs to be stopped, because it's a disaster, and we cannot let this happen. It's just almost impossible. We have to get this happening, and November is the only time when we can do this. I want to check out something here. There we go. Let me check out this. Nope, it doesn't work. I guess I can't do it while supposedly I can change my background, but I don't know how. Let's see what nope, that didn't work either. Well, I'll have to try that again. But it says that any other time you have to have the show running to change my background, and it's not working. Well, I guess they lied. Okay, well, let's move on. Representative Donalds defends Trump over phony Harris race controversy. I don't know about this, but you're going to hear lies and bullshit, and that's what yesterday's show was about: lies and deceit coming from the White House and the fake news media. Exactly, Daniel. The enemy does know, our enemies knows that they have months left, and that is so much, plenty of time to keep destroying. Look what Joe Biden did in 2 days by executive order. And now it's been almost 4 years, and he's destroyed this country totally. And if you idiot liberals out there are watching, and I know you don't have the balls to watch my show or say anything, but he has destroyed this whole country. It's a third world country. We've got almost 2 states worth of illegal criminals in this country that need removed and come in here legally. And hopefully we get Trump in there, and he will take care of it. I will drive the buses myself to get these people out of here. I will go around and pick them up and throw them in the buses and dump their asses back at the border. I have no problem with that. Just give me a bus and a diesel card. I'll do it for you. I guarantee that. Share my videos. Get them out to Trump and everybody. Let them know I will help. I can't walk very well, but I can drive like hell. So the hell with them. We'll get them the hell out of here. All right, what's next? Trump targets Brian Kemp at rally. Georgia governor. He's a worthless rhino piece of garbage. He's been helping the Democrats and Fannie Willis and everybody since he's been in there. He needs to go. He's corrupt. He's a rhino, and he definitely needs to go. I don't know what the article's about. Like I said, we're going through this together, so we'll be surprised. You'll be surprised as well as I am right now. So What else we got here? Another one about Kemp. Georgia GOP leaders want us to lose. And they're in with them. These are just rhinos, Democrats waiting as rhino just to control power. They want to control us. They hate us. I believe all politicians hate us. They don't care. The only time they ever need anything from you is election time. And if you guys can't see that, you're nuts, because they suck up to you. They kiss your ass as long as they need your vote. But as soon as they get voted in, watch what happens. All you have to do is watch. Open your eyes. You don't have to believe me. Just watch. They don't help you anymore. They don't do anything for you anymore. They don't kiss your ass. They don't do anything. They just don't. It's all about power and money. That's what our elections are about. And it's proven by them installing Harris in as the Democrat nominee. Your votes meant nothing to them. They gave them to whoever they wanted to. Even though if you voted for Biden, it don't matter. They gave them to her. So if you think you matter to them, you're nuts. But that is what the Democrat Party is. It's about nuts. And they've got a bunch of them that come out of the woodwork now because of the Democrats. All right, what do we got here? We got Kelly Conway got caught committing this unthinkable betrayal of Donald Trump. I think this was about him appointing J.D. Vance as the vice president, his running mate. Well, everybody's got their opinion, even her. I mean, she's no different than everybody else. If they don't like it, that's fine. But Trump sees something in him, and that's on Trump. But we do not fall in love with the man, the politician. We fall in love with the outcome, and if we even fall in love with that. If he does a good job, that's what we like. We don't care who he is right now. We have to see what he's going to do for us, how he acts toward us. Is he going to be a rhino? Is he going to, I think he said something about, I can't remember what this one was now. These quotes of him about warmongering ticket. Oh, about him agreeing to funding Ukraine. A lot of the politicians did, or they wouldn't be getting any money. So what's the difference? We need to stop the funding for Ukraine. They've given more money out that can run this country for a whole year, almost a whole year, to Ukraine. And they do nothing for our vets, our homeless, but except for illegal criminals. You guys got to wake up to see what this country is doing. And it's being done by design. And if you guys don't think so, wow, check yourself into a mental hospital, because you need to go back to your basements, licking your windows, and get your crayons. Because with Joe Biden. All right, what's next we got here? Donald Trump's response to a horrible question left American speechless. This is over that Black Journalist Awards or whatever show that he went on. It's a joke. They were a joke. And that, I don't know who that woman was from ABC. I think she was. She's a biggest joke. Because he was not wrong. Kamala Harris decides what she is, who she is, how she's going to talk, depending on the person or the people that she's in front of. I went over this yesterday on the show, and it's because she has backpedaled so many times, and it's unreal. And they're trying to pin this all on Trump in this show. This woman needs fired right away and sent packing. She wasn't doing her job. She's saying lies, and trying to mix it up like Trump was being some kind of racist. He's far from a racist. I showed a video yesterday of Joe Biden and his racism. And this is what you people are voting for. Joe Biden's been a racist his whole life. And I showed a whole video clip of everything he said since the 70s. On about racist stuff, black stuff. Oh yeah, you guys missed it if you didn't show up yesterday. But it was like crazy stuff that you can't, it's undeniable that he's a racist. And I mean, you guys should have been there last night, but I didn't put it in this morning. Like I said, I just got down here a half hour before we went live. So, but this is, I'm probably going to get rid of, and I just took it off. So it won't be on tonight, but that's a fact of what happened. Trump blasts Kamala Harris over Lakeland Riley's death during packed Atlanta rally. Well, hell, Joe Biden didn't even know what her name was. So blame, oh, yeah. And he blamed the border czar, which that is what Kamala Harris is. Today, she is still the border czar. The border is still wide open. The border has let in almost 15 million, maybe even more. They stopped giving numbers. Even 15 million illegal criminals into this country. And they keep wanting to blame Republicans. And I think I mentioned this yesterday, that they want to blame Republicans for voting down the bill that did nothing to secure our border, did nothing to shut it off. It'll actually allow more criminals in here. They wanted more border agents, more technology, more judges to process criminals through faster and put them on our streets without being vetted. Why do you think we've got terrorists, drug cartel, all kind of criminals, mental patients from other countries? These mental patients, the other countries released from their hospitals to get the burden off of them and put them onto us. This is all facts, people, and all you have to do is look it up for yourself. Classic example of the fact that media is a big part of the problem. You're right, Daniel, a huge part of the problem. And that's why yesterday's show was the lies and deceit from the White House and the fake news media. This hype of Kamala Harris is manufactured hype by the fake news media. It will die down. They expect about two weeks, and it'll die down. Well, the lies will be out there. And these liberals are so brainwashed, they can't think for themselves. So once they hear something from a fake news media or the White House or something like that, they think it's true. And it's not. They are so stupid. It's unreal. And I don't give a shit if you don't like it or not. You don't like it, kiss my ass and go away, because this is definitely not the show for you. Because I'm going to tell you the truth no matter what, because here at the Conservative Viewpoint, the truth always matters. I don't lie to people. I share my personal stuff with you, like my surgery and stuff. So what do I have to hide? I don't make money off this show. I do this to get the truth out to people. I don't have sponsors. I don't do anything. I pay for everything that goes on here. Everything that I do, gift giveaways, everything is all on me. And I am on a disability retirement, so I don't make a lot of money. So I do what I can do to get the truth out to people. That's all it's about. And we have to do what we can, because the fake news media, you know, they're on primetime TV. I wish one day I could get on primetime and speak the truth to people to see if it would work, especially against the bitches on The View, because they spew so much lies. And I know some of my married family members that watch The View, and they believe it. But my mother-in-law is great. I love her, and she's 80 years old, and I'm not giving her a heart attack and arguing with her. I want to keep her on this planet as long as we can. But she actually believes this kind of stuff. See, the new border deal that Biden pushed through only made the borders more efficient. Exactly, Daniel. Get them through faster, process them through faster, get them on to the streets of our country. Not pushing them backwards, because if you're not in the criminal database in the United States, you're pushed through. Even though you could be on a criminal database in your country, wherever you came from, it doesn't matter, because they don't call them. They don't ask them that. You don't even know if they're real names. They just have to show up and give us and say, here's your name. Are you a criminal? No. All right, go ahead, get through. Here's your package of goodies, money, cell phone. Hey, a free airline anywhere you want to go to the United States. Just jump on a plane. You don't even need an ID. Don't need a passport. But you dirty American citizens, You need passports, IDs, real IDs. You need sign your first child over to them. This is what's going on in this country right now. This is what has to be stopped. Let's get through the rest of these real quick here. Like I said, some of these are going to be squashed, and I'm going to get rid of them. But probably this one, Trump invokes Harris in the latest attack on New York gag order, because he's still gagged on a bullshit trial that he was found guilty of, that the Supreme Court's not going to stop the sentencing hearing before the election. But he should not be gagged. The jury's not gagged anymore, so he should not be gagged. But I'll probably, you know what? I'll drop that one. Now we're going to get into J.D. Vance. Let's see. Trump would have gotten a better deal on those hostages. Like I said, 24 Russian spies for 3, maybe 2 or 3. I can't remember what it was right now, of our own, and journalists. They should have got 1 for 3, given 1 person away for 3 of those journalists, because they're probably fake news media. So, and yes, there's somebody's family. Okay. Doesn't mean they're not dirty and corrupt, and and now they will do the bidding for Biden because they think he pulled off this miraculous deal to get him out of there. Oh well. What else we got here? J.D. Vance dismisses criticism of becoming Trump's VP badge of honor. It is a badge of honor. If Trump saw something in him, see you tonight, my friend. Rest up, heal up. Thank you, Daniel. I'll see you later. Thank you for stopping by. I would be thrilled to hell if Donald Trump picked me as his running mate. All we have to do is look at the outcome of J.D. Vance. Look at Harris. People voted for them, not 81 million people, but they voted for her and the demented Joe Biden. And look how that turned out for us. Okay, now I'm getting into this Kamala Harris now, because Harris slammed for critical supporter of California law that increased crime. Now, I pulled this out of the trash from last night because Harris has been flip-flopping on policies that have been put in place from when they started campaigning and everything. And here's 3 or 4 of them. Fracking. She was way against banning fracking. Totally, up until the time she was nominated to be this so-called president nominee. Now she's all for it. We're not going to, don't trust me, don't believe any of this. Now she's all for fracking. She's not going to ban anything. A lie. Now she wants to give Medicare for all free, something we pay our whole lives against to get when we get old, and she wants to give them to everybody for free, even though we paid for it. So are they going to give us all the money back that we paid into Medicare from the day we started working? I doubt it. Oh, now she's changing her position on immigration. She says she's going to fix the border. Well, she's been the border czar since March of 2021 when Biden appointed her. She hasn't done anything. She hasn't even been to the real border. So how is she going to fix anything? She's going to do exactly what she's doing now. Nothing. And she's been pro defund the police. And all of a sudden now, 3 months before an election, does that sound funny? That she is all for funding the police now. Doesn't this get you with everything that she's done? Now, I'm going to throw this away again. I just wanted you guys to know, because I don't think I went over it with you guys last night. But also, this crime spree that's hit California, she was part of this. This was Proposition 47, which made certain crimes legal. Let me find, here it is, because she helped put this through. All these crimes that she put out there set a limit to how much they could steal or have drugs before they would prosecute. $950 on all these. Shoplifting, where the value of property stolen does not exceed $950. You can steal $950, walk out, nothing's going to happen to you. Receiving stolen property, value under $950. Grand theft auto. If you stole a car that wasn't worth more than $950, you're safe. Just keep driving. fraud, where a fraudulent check, bouncing a check. You could bounce check up to $950, nothing happens to you. Writing bad checks, fraudulent checks, all $950. Personal use of most illegal drugs below a threshold weight, and you wouldn't get in trouble. This is the stuff that she and the other idiots in California put through, and why you see all the crime that's going on in California because of this twit. And people, the ones that are stealing it, yeah, oh hell yeah, why wouldn't you vote for her? She allows you to steal all this stuff and nothing happens to you. Just like in New York, every Democrat-run city is this way. This is the kind of stuff that we need to stop. And these other couple of her, what is this one? Oh yeah, she made a tiebreaker vote on this judge to appoint a judge that was tied to Trump Carroll defamation lawsuit, the bullshit rape trial that was never done. It was all bullshit, lies. She don't even know when it was. Something devastating like that, you would remember when it was, where it was, what happened. You would remember this stuff. And she remembered. That woman's a nutcase. All right, next is Kamala Harris, the bad problem that most critical swing states. Yeah, she's still losing. This hype on her is going to end. Trust me. But like I said, a lot of these are going to be done away with. But here's a problem that they have. David Axelrod, Harris momentum due to irrational exuberance. He is an Obama strategist. And he said this is going to end. He was a chief campaign strategist for Obama. Between Harris and former Trump remains Trump. This is Trump's race to lose, exactly from his mouth. So when you're hearing this from them, okay, good morning, Leonala. Well, that's a good name. I love that name. I can't say it very well, but that's a really neat name. But good morning and welcome to the show. But this is the kind of stuff that we're going to be going over tonight. And I will get more into depth if you can make it at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I'm in Pennsylvania. Stop by. I'll have videos. Like I said, I'm going to be going this. I get up and down and walk around because my back hurts so much until I heal. I think a couple more days and I'll be righteous and I'll be able to sit down here a little longer and put stuff together. But this is the kind of stuff that we're going to be putting together. I put a lot out here because I plan on deleting some of them and not going over them. I try to get as many videos because the video is where the proof's at. People don't believe anything you say, and okay, you don't have to believe me, but they're facts. And sometimes you get it wrong, sometimes you don't. And stupid little bug. And that's what I try to put out here, the truth. Because you're not going to get this on lame news media. You're not going to see it at all. Linda is the name. Oh, hi, Linda. You won't see this on fake news media. A lot of people are cutting the cable, and I don't blame you. You watch the news, you will never find out the truth. You have to jump, and research, and that's what I sit here and do every morning for about 3 or 4 hours. That's what I do in the mornings, trying to get things going. But now I can't sit so long, so I do them in spurts. But I eventually get the show together, and I try to get a hell of a show for you guys. So I hope you can try to get on to the Conservative Viewpoint tonight at 9 p.m. and get enjoy and chat. If you're not on Wimkin, WIMKIN.com, get on there, join us in chat. We have one hell of a show. We have the chatsters in there. My Wimkin warriors is what I call them. They get on there, they get involved, they get engaged, they give their opinions on stuff. They give questions that want answers. They give stuff that's going around in their country or state. We have some from England that stops by. We have where is it? Up in, that's too early for me this morning. Alaska, people from different time zones come on. And I ask for what's going on in their states because, you know, every news station's different in every state, every country. I see what's going on in England, and I feel sorry for them with the Muslims trying to take over everything. They're blocking traffic. They're assaulting people in their cars if they don't believe in their hype and rhetoric bullshit. Sharia law is not going to be a law of the land. Our Constitution is the law of the land, and that's what we're going to stick with. If you don't like it, go back to where you came from, because I will defend it no matter what happens. I will defend my life and liberty in this country. We have the freedom. We were born with the freedom. I'm going to continue with my freedoms. Like it or not, I will do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I'm going to let you guys go. I know some of you guys got to get to work. Some of you might be just going to bed. I don't want to keep you, but I plan on about a half hour of this in the morning so I can get going. And I just want to give you an update of what we might be looking at. And a lot of these I'm going to keep for tonight. And I go get some videos and research a bunch of this stuff. And I have to do one that Daniel gave me about Harris being booted from the crisis conference by Biden. So he should be pissed if he's got any smarts back to him, or if he's loosened. That they stole his nomination from him, that he have every right to keep, but he was threatened with the 25th Amendment to get out. So that's why he got out. Because, I mean, the man shouldn't even be in there right now. He should not have nuclear codes in his pocket. Do we even know he does now? Did they give him to somebody else? Does somebody else have him in his pocket illegally? And we sure to hell don't want Kamala Harris having anything to do with military. No way. This woman is gone. She is not smart enough. I don't even know how well. We know how she passed the board, but she didn't pass it the first time. So that doesn't tell you something. Just like Joe Biden was not top of his class. He plagiarized everything. He's a liar, just like she is. They all lie. The Democrats, even Republicans lie. Don't get me wrong. But it's a point that we know a fact what Trump's about, what he can do, and what he will do to get this country back on track. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you guys have a good Tuesday morning. Please join me tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for another great episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. Guys, I give you a lot of information, and I hope you tune in tonight. Join us in chat. Catch me on Wimpkin X, which is YouTube. And where else is that at? Twitter, X, Rumble. I don't know, Country Conservative. Follow me on there, please. Follow me. Share my videos, even this live stream. Share it with people to get out there. I already had one guy get in there and say, how did you end up on, and gave some choice words on my thing and called me a Jew lover. Well, I don't hate people. Jew, Chinese, it don't matter what you are. If you say that guy's a racist, then I'd use some choice words back to him and told him to F off because he's a racist. So if you don't like it, whatever your name was, kiss my ass. I don't care. So enjoy your day, guys. And I will see you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be late. See you, everyone.